Kumbh mela finished at Prayagraj. In around 45 days time period, 66 crore devotees attended and have taken holy bath. There is a Sangam, Ganga, Yamuna and mythical river Saraswati. The event went on so good and it brought 3 lakh crore revenue to the UP state government just in 45 days. 3 lakh crore revenue to the state government in 45 days. The world's largest religious congregation is Maha Kumbh. Overall, 66 crore devotees attended, and the key bathing days like Mauni Amavasya saw an overwhelming 8 crore devotees on a single day. On a single day, 8 crore devotees, that is Mauni Amavasya day. The government has spent 7,500 crores for the 45-day mega event, and the revenue was 3 lakh crores. Maha Kumbh witnessed large-scale religious gatherings and also economic and trade activities. The most pious sacred Maha Kumbh completed on Maha Shivratri. Maha Shivratri is very, very important here, which we need to understand. Maha Shivratri commemorates the divine union of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati and holds special significance in the context of Kumbh Mela. According to Hindu mythology, Lord Shiva played a crucial role in Samudra Manthan, churning of the ocean, which led to the emergence of Amrit Kumbh. Only China and India have the population that exceed the number of devotees who have attended the Maha Kumbh. Only China and India have population more than the devotees attended the Maha Kumbh. Such an interesting statement, right? So, Maha Kumbh is over. Coming back, the other interesting and important news that is coming up. Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, tomorrow is going to meet Donald Trump, the American president, in Washington. Ukrainian President Zelensky is going to Washington, D.C. on February 28th. Donald Trump said to his officials yesterday. American President Donald Trump have confirmed that he is going to receive Ukrainian President Zelensky in Washington on February 28th as negotiations are underway on a deal to give the US access to Ukrainian mineral resources. President Zelensky is going to be coming to America on Friday, that is on February 28th. That is now confirmed, said by American President Donald Trump. Discussions surrounding the deal that would grant America preferential access to Ukrainian natural resources in exchange for US support. I'll tell you, in fact, this deal was imposed on Ukraine. It was not a fair deal. America have pressurized Ukraine. Unless you give us the critical minerals access, we are not going to support you. We are going to impose sanctions on you. More than that, we are going to disconnect the Starlink project, which is a source for internet for Ukraine. So, America put a lot of pressure, exercised a lot of pressure on Ukraine, and America wanted to take control on critical minerals of Ukraine. Now, Zelensky succumbed to the pressure because he needs American support. So, he is going to America tomorrow, that is on February 28th, to have a deal finalized with respect to critical minerals. Already, 20% of Ukrainian territory was occupied by Russia, where that critical minerals are very, very crucial there. And remaining critical minerals are being expected by Donald Trump. Critical minerals are very important for defense and electronic industries. So, for that reason, Donald Trump is pressurizing Ukrainian president to give preferential access to Ukrainian natural resources and critical minerals. So, this is how Donald Trump. So, I can tell in one statement, whatever Donald Trump anticipates, whatever Donald Trump talks, he will perform by hook or crook. Coming back, Supreme Court stays High Court order asking government to procure drugs to treat rare disease. See, the Supreme Court have recently stayed a Kerala High Court order asking the center to provide medicines worth rupees 18 lakhs to a 24-year-old suffering from a rare disease, spinal muscular atrophy. See, in India, there are certain diseases called rare diseases. very rare diseases. Now the thing is, Kerala High Court ordered to procure such medicines, but Supreme Court have given a stay on that. Let's see how it will turn out. The rare disease concept. So there are certain diseases around 50, I think, they are called rare diseases. Okay. So for rare diseases, government also will provide certain support. Coming back, there is an issue that is flaring up between Karnataka and Maharashtra. This is not a new issue, this is an old issue, but again it erupted, almost a clash between Karnataka and Maharashtra again. Karnataka and Maharashtra stopped bus services to each other states. On either side, on both the sides, they started attacking drivers and conductors of the buses. Basically, the issue erupted over language, linguistic chauvinism on both sides. I can tell you, linguistic chauvinism on both sides. Actually, this was erupted by a dispute called a border dispute, Belgavi or Belgaum dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka. Belgavi or Belgaum dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka. The boundary dispute goes back to the States Reorganization Act 1956 based on language. The boundary dispute between Maharashtra and Karnataka goes back to the reorganization of states on the linguistic lines through the States Reorganization Act 1956. And on May 1st, 1960, Maharashtra was created. On May 1st, 1960, Maharashtra was created. On the October 25th, 1966, on the pressure or insistence of the Maharashtra state, the central government constituted a commission headed by the former Chief Justice of India, Mahajan, to study the Belgavi issue, and Maharashtra claims that Belgavi or Belgaum belongs to Maharashtra, and there are around 800 villages which speaks Marathi language, and in Belgavi, Marathi is very popular, but still Belgavi was given to Karnataka. So Maharashtra said Belgavi belongs to us. So finally a commission was constituted under the chairmanship of Mahajan in the year 1966. The Mahajan Commission rejected Maharashtra's claim over Belgavi, but recommended the exchange of territories between Karnataka and Maharashtra. But that Mahajan Commission rejected the Belgavi should go to Maharashtra. But Maharashtra was in no way in acceptance to the Mahajan Commission's report. The recommendations given by Mahajan was rejected by Maharashtra. In the year 2004, the Maharashtra state government have filed a petition in the Supreme Court laying the claim over Belgavi region and also other parts of Karnataka, small villages which speak Marathi language. The central government in 2010 defended the decision in 1956 boundary decision, and Karnataka meanwhile made Belgavi as the second capital of Karnataka and also constructed Suvarna Vidhan Saudha, an assembly there. Suvarna Vidhan Saudha, Sasana Sabha, Suvarna Vidhan Saudha. The issue have flared up and have been politicized. Political parties across Maharashtra and Karnataka are fighting on the issue. Finally, on December 27, 2002, Maharashtra State Assembly passed a unanimous decision or resolution on the dispute. Maharashtra State Assembly on December 27, 2022 passed an unanimous means all agreed. According to the resolution, the cities of Belgaum, Nippani, Karwar, Bidar, Balki and all the Marathi speaking villages in Karnataka were the integral part of Maharashtra. Maharashtra Assembly declared that Belgaum and all the Marathi speaking villages in Karnataka belong to Maharashtra. So finally, the issue is flaring up all the time between Karnataka and Maharashtra with respect to Belgaum and Marathi speaking areas in Karnataka, and they are fighting, they are attacking buses, bus drivers and conductors, and now the issue have flared up. There is an issue between Maharashtra and Karnataka with respect to the territory Belgaum or Belgavi. This is the episode. Coming back, there is a very big news that is coming up. One nation, one election, also called as simultaneous elections, also called as Gemelli elections. As you all know, we are anticipating Gemelli elections by 2027. The government of India is steadfast with respect to Gemelli elections. The government of India is also very strong with respect to conduction of Gemelli elections. So, few months back, a bill with respect to one nation, one election was introduced in Lok Sabha, and that bill was now sent to Joint Parliamentary Committee consisting of 39 members. So, a bill with respect to general elections or simultaneous elections was before JPC, Joint Parliamentary Committee. This Joint Parliamentary Committee is discussing the pros and cons of the provisions of the bill. In this respect, former Chief Justice of India, Justice U.U. Lalit, former Chief Justice of India, Justice U.U. Lalit, who appeared before the Joint Parliamentary Committee on One Nation, One Election, said to have made some important suggestions. You know what he said? If you conduct state assembly elections simultaneously with Lok Sabha elections, by dissolving all state assemblies at a single go, it will not sustain in the court. See, you want to synchronize all the state assembly elections along with Lok Sabha elections. You are expecting that all the elections should be conducted together. But if you actually dismantle all the state assemblies at a single go and go for elections at an appointed date, there will be legal challenges. So, better to go in a staggering way rather than taking one appointed date and completely annulling or dissolving all legislative assemblies. This was the decision, this was the disposal or recommendation given by Justice Lalit. But parliamentary committees discussions are highly privileged, and details of what were discussed in the parliamentary committee should not come out actually. Should not come out. The sources are telling like that. And former Law Commission of India chairperson Rituraj Avasthi, he said there is no wrong in conducting simultaneous elections for Legislative Assembly and Lok Sabha together. Synchronizing both together is very good, and it won't affect any basic structure or federal structure. So, two eminents have given two contrasting statements. One is Justice U.U. Lalit said it will not sustain in the court, there will be legal wrangles. Whereas former Law Commission Chairman Mr. Avasthi, Rituraj Avasthi said you can go with that, there is no problem. So, this is the discussion that went on, and you all know that last year a high level committee was constituted under the chairmanship of Ramnath Kovind to recommend about One Nation, One Election, and Ramnath Kovind committee have strongly recommended One Nation, One Election. Based on that, bills were proposed. Based on that, constitutional amendment bills and ordinary bills were proposed. The bill was sent to Joint Parliamentary Committee consisting of 39 members, and the Joint Parliamentary Committee was headed by BJP MP P.P. Chowdhury, and this news is trending. This news is trending. And next important news that is being in the limelight today and yesterday. Government of India is planning to launch a universal pension scheme. Government of India is planning to launch a universal pension scheme. See, there are many workers who are gig workers. For example, Swiggy, Zomato, they don't have formal employment. Gig workers, they don't have formal employment. It's called gig economy, gig working style. Okay. And the other issues are, if you see unorganized sector, those who are working in construction industries, most of them are unorganized. For all the people who are in India, whether they are salaried or not, whether they are in the organized sector or not, the issue is government is planning to launch a pension scheme called Universal Pension Scheme. For all the Indians being planned a new pension scheme called Universal Pension Scheme to streamline the pension savings framework in the country, and the existing pension schemes will be subsumed under this pension scheme. Most of the important existing pension schemes will be covered, will be subsumed under this pension scheme. The government of India is working a universal pension scheme that will be available to all citizens, including unorganized sector, including gig workers, everyone. So, this was the details that were given by Labour Ministry, Labour and Employment Ministry. This is very important. Even domestic staff, gig workers, unorganized sector, all will be covered. Self-employed, gig workers, unorganized sector, salaried employees, everyone will be covered in the new scheme. The Ministry of Labour and Employment is working on the proposed plan, which is expected to bring existing pension schemes under one framework. All the existing pension schemes under one framework. So this is voluntary, it is not compulsory. This is a very important point. And I heard government have not yet released any details. I heard that government will not contribute anything. And this is not compulsory, voluntary. Two important points. Under new universal pension scheme, it is voluntary. Voluntary means those who wanted to opt it, they can. Second thing, government will not contribute. You need to contribute. So you will get that pension after 60 years. Once you start working from 18 to 60, you will get pension after 60 years. The government is planning a universal pension scheme that would allow people to contribute voluntarily and receive pension benefits after retirement. The scheme aims to extend social security beyond traditional employment and provide a structured pension scheme for larger section of society. This is very important. And coming to the details, the already existing schemes like Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan PMSYM and also NPS for traders, new pension scheme for traders, Atal Pension Yojana, etc. will be subsumed under this universal pension scheme. And universal pension scheme is going to be launched by the government of India. It's a big news. It's a big news that is coming up. Okay. So these are all the important news that are coming up with respect to complete thing.